passion is a bitch that won't stop texting me.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So, to anybody that's new, Chat Spat for me is where I feel like I get to sit down with friends and just chat about things. And only not like it was in school. You don't argue over dumb stuff, no arguing, period. Because at this point in time, we all know that we have differences of opinions, different ways that we do things, different things work for different people, and the hateness just isn't tolerated. So I like these and I miss them because I'm in a better state of mind now, and I really do want to let you guys in on a little bit of what I've been thinking about and things I'm worrying about, and actually reaching out for some advice on top of it. And I feel like we can also start good conversations in the comment section about, things that other people, in normal life, your every 90-day, 9 to 5, they don't talk about. They're just like, they don't care, they don't want to hear it, or you're just not comfortable with them. So this is another chat spat. I haven't done one in a long while, and I have two different kinds of topics I want to talk about. One is going to be real sore, but I feel like it's so important that I'm actually going to be talking about it probably for the first time on my channel. So if you're interested in that, then let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, why don't we just jump right into the very controversial topic that I'm about to speak about today. And that is the state of our country, the USA. Anyone that's living in the USA, I'm speaking to you directly. I don't know how anybody else sees us, and I don't know about you, but I feel like we are the laughing stock of their jokes. Like, they just think we are the dumbest bunch of rednecks. And I'm pretty sure that's what they think. And would they be right? Well, unless, you're not a redneck because you're not from the southern areas, or you don't associate with that title. No, I think they're right. I've never in my life seen the state of our country be so weak. We were the ones that people were afraid of. We were the ones that helped people properly without deals. We were the people that come to our country the right legal way, and we're going to make your dreams come true. This is a new place. This is a different and safe place here. And I feel like now I feel like we're a third world country, and we better just jump ship as quick as possible. Like, those aliens better be real, because I want to go home. I'm done with this place. Now, I'm not huge into politics. Lately, as of probably the last year, I've really been delving into it. But I don't like to. I don't want to, and I don't like to. So I know enough to know what is being done and what is being said and what it means and who is who. But I still don't really think I know enough to go into a better detail of proof as to why I feel the way that I do. But I think that Biden is the worst president right now. I don't know if he's the worst one at our time, but because I have, for the first time in my life, seen the effects. It's affecting my life. I've never lived where a president had affected my life. Every other president did something positive for people that are poor, like I am. And Biden is the only one that I see that is causing civil and revolutionary wars. Look at what's going on in Texas. All the surrounding states around Texas are all there to help them as well, because there's thousands on top of thousands of people for coming in from the Mexican border. They're not all Mexican, and most of them are men who have their hoodies up with backpacks, and they look pretty young, and they flip off the cameras and they look shady, and Biden just wants us to let them in. Just let them roam right in. And I'm telling you, when they go to get help, they get more help than I know the Asians get. When Asians come in, they get where they don't have to pay taxes, and they get they're able to get into elite schools very well, and they get a lot of accommodations as well. But it's worse with this, and this is so dangerous because what they're telling us is that they've already caught gang members, they've caught terrorists, people. They don't know who most of these people are, but they're not from Mexico, they're from Guatemala, Venezuela, they're from all these other different places. You barely see any children, barely, and there's just so many. And I sit here and I'm like, why are we allowing this? No matter if you like Biden or not, that's you. I don't, that's you. But you got to think about it like this. If he wants to let all these people in, then to help them and give them places for free and food for free and all of this, then why do we still have veterans and homeless people on our own streets that are our own culture, American culture, sorry about that, our own American people are sleeping and all drugged up, and they get zero help. They're told to move because they make us look bad. They make us non-poor folk look bad. I don't like that. That gives me a nasty taste in my mouth. He has given so many millions and billions, probably trillions of dollars to other countries, and just a smudge. Just if you take off some of the dumb things the government funds for, let's just throw a ball at this wall and see what happens. Those kind of like $18 million bills. Why isn't that all put into ending hunger? You could do that easily within a week if you actually cared. My personal view on it is that the political people want more working aged men in America because, one, the birth rate has never been so low, and they're terrified of how the economy will futurize with that. I just have my own conspiracy theories, and I'm trying not to spit out the conspiracy theories. I'm trying to spit out what I know. Trying very hard. It's very, very hard because you never know. The media lies constantly. Constantly. They're lying. They lie to us. You find your one that's the least of liars and you stick with that, or you watch podcasts now, because I love that because they don't mess around. Like Joe Rogan and all of them. Greg Geiger, I think his name is. They have dead man switches. So if someone tries to kill them, every information they have is going public. I don't trust our government. I don't know what is going on. And at Texas, there is going to be a war. It's not going to be good. And then with the taxes this year, I know people that are in the same exact state as me with 3 kids, super poor, made way, way below the poverty level for the year, and you wait for that refund, and it's a pretty good refund because of your children, but not to buy big TVs and jewelry and bags and stuff, maybe some, but not this one. We use that money to pay back our back rent, our back electricity, our back bills, pay people back that we borrowed money from. And so that's vital to us. And someone I know in that same situation did their taxes and found out that they actually owe now $2,000 for absolutely no reason. She doesn't know why. And I'm not doing it. If we haven't done our taxes yet, but if I do our taxes and we owe even 1 cent, I am not paying the IRS. I'm not. That seems like consortion. I'm speech impediment, but I mean, they tax our dollars, like tax on tax on tax on tax. The only reason why the people kept calm was because they gave it back to us at the end of the year, or at least a chunk of it. And now they're taking from us even more. And if that doesn't enrage you. And the thing is we're having, well, for the first time with Texas, we're having states stick up for themselves. But why is the whole country of people, high, middle, low class, poor, poverty, whatever, homeless, why are we not all doing what we were told we were allowed to do to a corrupt government? Why? Why is there no, let's get this done now and over with and change things? Because it's getting scary. And our children and our grandchildren have to live in that future. I could go on and on and on with so many of these different things with the government, but those are like my two kind of things I feel about that situation. I want to know what you guys think about it. I really don't want to get in a debate of Trump or Biden or any of that. In my opinion, I truly think that there's really been no non-corrupt president ever or politician ever since our founding fathers. I feel like there's never been a good one. So, you know, I said something on TikTok about it, and people were like, because you guys vote for morons. And I'm like, well, what if we all just didn't vote at all? Like, don't pick the lesser of the evil. Don't vote at all. Stop voting. Tell them, no, we are going to take over this. This is wrong. So I just want your guys' opinion in the comments. I really need to know. I like other people's opinions on it. It's just a very scary thing to talk about online. So try to be nice, please, of other people's opinions. Please. And let's get on to this other topic that I want to talk to you guys about, that I need a little bit of advice on, if you can. Now, this next thing, my throat's giving out on me. I'm getting sick again, but sorry. The next thing I wanted to talk about was autism. It seems to be very trendy, and I hate to say that because you're such a Karen to say that, you know what I mean? But it really is. It's being diagnosed left and right that I've been seeing. And some of them I know it's right. You can look at someone, especially me having an autistic child, even for just 6 years. It's pretty evident to know when someone is autistic, on some part of the spectrum. And for a lot of them, yeah, I was like, for sure. But a lot of other people are walking around perfectly fine. They never show any kind of triggers, you know, like, it just seems like it's a trendy thing for them to do. And I feel so upset about it because autism is so hard for every little ding of the spectrum. And let me tell you, when they say spectrum, it's not like a rainbow. You can count the colors of the rainbow. You cannot count the little slices of spectrum on the autism spectrum. There's too many. You die before you got through them all. Thankfully, my son is on the lower end of the spectrum. He has a lot of, like, bouncing around, probably a little bit of ADHD mixed in there. And he hurts himself a lot. You know, he's not very coordinated. And he can't speak very well. And at that, it's gotten so much better since he started school. The second he started school, he came home off the bus the first day of school and started speaking full sentences. And we were like, holy crap, that's insane. And he's only learned more and more and more. He is, and we've talked to his teachers, and he has a therapist at school as well, that he is like to be tested for certain things of being a savant in certain areas, because while he lacks in two areas of his spectrum, he can tell you names of things you've never heard. He can tell you colors you've never heard, shapes you've never heard of. He can tell you how things work that most teenagers and seniors early college freshmen don't even know, wouldn't remember. And he knows cars inside and out, and what car is what, and what kind of engine, you know, like he wants to take things apart. He's the most amazing person I've ever met. So if you know an autistic person, no matter what level they're on of it, there's something about them that is so sacredly special. And anyone who is caring for them will agree. What they lack, they put everything else into one area, and it is amazing to see what they can do. Now, my only advice is quite normal. Potty training. How do you potty train an autistic boy? We already know it's hard enough to potty train. We're talking about boys. You can't train them for shit. But I mean, autistic boys, boys in general have a hard time, or they're known to be later in that area with potty training. My son Kingston was later in that area, sometimes still is, but he won't even try. And I'm so tired of diapers, and I can't afford them, and we're trying very hard. He is so good with peeing and being fine with like that, but he is terrified that if he sits on the toilet, something horrid is going to happen. And I told him that me and his dad would be there. We would hold him up. We would help him. We would teach him. It would be so fun. It would be so cool. He'd be a big boy. We'd give him this good big treat afterwards. Positive affirmations. Just positive consequences. Whatever. Just trying so hard with the little toilets, with the regular toilets, with the thing on the regular toilets. Does anybody have any advice? Autistic maybe or not, but mostly yes, autistic, because you may know a little trick that worked that might just work for me too. So that is everything that I wanted to talk about, because my voice is dying right now. Let me know what you guys think about the topics, and if you want to see more of these videos, leave that down in the comments, and then give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.